Wonderful birds. Birds are the only animals that have feathers. The body of a bird is covered with feathers. Feathers keep the bird warm and help them to fly. They have a beak to hold and eat food. Birds do not have teeth. Eating habits and beaks. Different birds have different types of beaks. The shape and size of the beak is suited to the type of food it eats. A bird also uses its beak for building its nest, defense, cleaning itself, and for feeding its young ones. Types of beaks. Curved beak. Parrots have a curved beak. The beak helps it to crack nuts, seeds, and eat other things. Sharp, hooked, and strong beak. Vultures, kites, and eagles have this type of beak. This helps them to tear flesh of other prey. Short, hard, and horny beak. Birds like the pigeon, sparrow, and peacock have this type of beak to crush grains and seeds. Strong, long, and pointed beak. Woodpeckers have a strong, sharp, and pointed beak. This helps them to make holes into trunk of trees for nests as well as take out insects. Short and broad beak. Insect-eating bird like the swallow has a short and broad beak which is sticky from the inside. Long and sharp pointed beak. Herons and crane have this type of beak for catching fish. Broad, blunt, and flat beak. Ducks and swans have blunted and flat beaks that have fine filters along the upper and lower edges of the beak. This helps to strain insects and small water plants from water. Long and slender beak. Hummingbirds use their long, slender beak to look into flowers for the nectar they eat. Feet and claws. A bird's feet and claws help it to catch and eat food and to move about and protect itself. Perching birds. The feet of birds like the sparrow, crow, and minnow help to perch on a branch or wire. They have 3 toes in front and 1 backwards. Scratching birds. Birds like the hen scratch the ground to catch insects and worms. They have strong legs with 3 toes in front and 1 at the back with strong claws. Flesh-eating birds. Eagle and hawk have strong and sharp claws called talons. These help them to catch mice, small birds, and frogs. Climbing birds. Birds like the parrot and woodpecker have 2 toes pointing forward and 2 toes pointing backwards. Water birds. Some birds live most of the time in water. They are of 2 types: swimming birds and weighing birds. Swimming birds, duck and swan, have webbed feet. They have 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back. The 3 toes in the front are joined by skin in between, called a web. The webbed feet help them to swim. Wading birds. Birds like the cranes and herons have long legs with spread out toes. They can walk through shallow water. This is known as wading. Flightless birds. Birds like the ostrich, emu cannot fly. They have strong legs and feet. Ostrich has 2 toes on each foot. It can run very fast and even jump easily. Feathers of birds. The feathers are mainly of 3 types: flight feathers, down feathers, and body feathers. Flight feathers are long and flat. They are present in the wings and tail. These feathers help them to fly. Down feathers are soft and fluffy all over the body. They keep the bird warm. Body feathers cover the entire body of the bird. How does a bird fly? Birds have a light, boat-shaped body. Their bones are hollow. These features help them to cut through the air and fly easily. The wings are attached to the body by strong muscles. Muscles help the bird to move its wings. The tail helps it to change its direction while flying. Wing movement. The wings move in different ways when a bird flies. This movement is of 2 types. Upstroke. The wings move upward and backward. Downstroke. The wings move downward and forward. Nests of birds. Birds build nests to lay eggs and take care of their young ones. The bird pair first choose a safe place to build the nest. They then collect materials such as dry leaves, small twigs, cotton, wool, pieces of cloth for building the nest. Let us learn about more types of nests birds make. Weaver bird weaves its nest with twigs and grass. The nest hangs down from the branch of a tree. Tailor bird uses its beak like a needle to stitch leaves together using thread and wool to make a nest. Penguins simply put together pebbles and stones to to make a nest. Vulture and eagle build their nest with dry twigs high on the treetop like a shallow cup. Woodpecker makes a hole in the tree trunk. Once the hole is large enough, it lines the hole with wood chips and mud. Sounds bird make. Bird sounds are of two types, calls and songs. Birds make calls on finding food or to signal danger on seeing an enemy. Calls are short in duration. For example, crows use a distinctive cow, cow, cow as a call to attention for other crows. Birds make songs when they are happy. These sounds are longer with repeated tones and pleasant to hear. Parental care in birds. The mother bird lays eggs in the nest and sits on them. After 10 to 15 days, the eggs hatch and the baby birds come out. The parents keep them warm, feed them till feathers grow and they can fly. New words: perch, rest, settle firmly on something like a branch. Talons, sharp claws of eagle and vulture. Hatch, to emerge from a breakout of an egg. Shallow, not deep.